We challenged more than a dozen different restrictions on voting that were enacted in Scott Walker's first term in office, as well as a law that limited early voting to one location per municipality, no matter how big the municipality was. And you can imagine how that played out a little bit differently in different parts of the state. Well, after nearly 2 weeks of trial in federal court, a federal court judge in Madison struck down several of those restrictions. So some restrictions on registration were struck down, and we've had expanded access to early voting in 2016 and now in 2018. That case is still on appeal, by the way, so we need to make sure we're electing people to our state legislature who are going to pass laws that make it easier to vote and not harder. I'm also a husband, I'm a dad, and I want my family and families across Wisconsin to live in a state that's safer and stronger than we're on track for right now. I think we need to start responding to our opioid epidemic like the crisis it is. I think we need an attorney general who understands that eliminating our backlog of untested rape kits should have been a priority from day one, and we can make it a priority so that justice can survive. We also need an AG who's not going to be suggesting things like that we consider arming teachers and who's going to be criticizing our gun-free school zones.
That's crazy.
I think we need some common sense gun safety measures like universal background checks and a ban on bump stocks. And as Attorney General, I will fight against any effort to arm teachers in Wisconsin. We also need an AG who's going to be serious again about enforcing the laws that protect our environment and the laws that protect consumers here in Wisconsin. When a polluter breaks the law and makes a mess, it should expect to be held accountable. And in 2018 in Wisconsin, no family should have to worry about the safety of the water that their kids are drinking. And then we need an AG who is independent and who will be a watchdog, who's going to stand up against public corruption, who's going to ensure that Foxconn lives up to the terms of the deal that it struck, and who's going to stand up for the rights and protections of Wisconsinites if the federal government tries to roll them back. You know, my opponent has had a fundamentally different approach to the AG's office. His first deputy attorney general was a corporate lobbyist who, after serving as deputy AG, went back into lobbying and was one of the lobbyists on the Foxconn deal. He is one of the leaders right now of a lawsuit that's seeking to invalidate the Affordable Care Act. If that suit is successful, protections will be eliminated for people with a pre-existing condition. Young adults would lose the guarantee that they can remain on their parents' coverage until they turn 26. And the Congressional Budget Office estimates that if the major components of the Affordable Care Act are repealed, more than 30 million Americans will become uninsured. I think we need an Attorney General who's going to fight to expand access to affordable health insurance coverage in Wisconsin. And as AG, I'm going to seek to withdraw the state of Wisconsin from that lawsuit.